Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Jacq. This is YOGATX, and I've got a really fun, detoxing, purifying, twisty flow for you today. So let's begin. We'll start seated. It's nice to sit up on something. You've got a pillow, blanket, whatever it is, just prop your hips up a little bit. And as always, we'll take a moment to just arrive and center. So let the eyes close. And this is important just to really mark the transition between the rest of your day, so whatever you've got going on, to shifting into your practice. Sends a nice message to our busy mind that our to-do lists, our emails, they'll all be waiting after this is done. They're not going anywhere. So take this time for you. Let's breathe in together. Out the mouth, exhale. Again, like that, breathe in. Let the shoulders get heavy, exhale. Seal your lips. Begin to turn on a rhythmic and intentional breath. So breathing in and out through the nose, allow your breath to be audible to your own ears. Some call it the ocean breath, or the Darth Vader breath. So whichever one resonates for you, there's that little bit of sound. And this in itself is purifying and detoxing. It's also warming to the body. 2 more breaths like that. Let your eyes open up, and we'll start just by switching the cross of the legs. So we all have our habitual way that we'll sit. So just bringing some balance. Let's breathe in and sweep the arms up and overhead. Feel the side waist stretch and grow long. And then as you exhale, let's take a twist to the right. So left hand, right knee, right fingertips tent behind you. So you want to give yourself a little support as you breathe in. Grow longer. Let the spine grow longer. As you breathe out, let your shoulders soften. But the heart stays lifted, so breathe in and breathe out. Just a gentle twist to begin. All right, listen closely. Stay in your twist, but reach your right arm to the sky. That's your back arm. Breathe in, just stretch up first. And as you exhale, spill your left shoulder over toward your left knee. You can let the ear drip toward the shoulder. Heavy in your right hip. You can use the left arm to open the heart more to the sky. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, cross the forearms. Let the right hand come to the left knee and just bow your chin in through center. Stay with the rhythm of your breath. Let the back of the neck open up, get some space. And then as you breathe in, eagle your arms. So you're already there. Left arm is under your right. Let the elbows lift a little bit. Breathe into the back of the heart. And if you can't grasp the wrap of the arms, you can bring opposite hand to opposite shoulder. And then exhale, let it go. From here, stretch your right leg long. Left knee is bent. Bring your left hand outside your left hip and sweep your way onto your right shin for Stargazer Pose. And then just let your head move around a little bit here. Take a big circle with your right arm one direction and then the other. So we're just getting the synovial fluid moving in the joints. And then come back to find your seat. Cross the legs. Find your prop, breathe in so your base is really stable as you breathe out over to the left. Right hand, left knee, and then left fingers behind you. Use your left arm like a second spine so it reminds your real spine to grow nice and long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, like that, breathe in. Empty the breath all the way out. The back arm, left arm reaches up first, spine long. Exhale, lean over, right shoulder toward your right knee. Feel that organic traction of your big old heavy noggin. And then exhale, crossing the forearms, center the chin into the throat, bow in. When you breathe in, feel from the base of your spine all the way up to the back of your skull. And then as you exhale, eagle your arms. You're already there. Breathe in and up. And stay here as you breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, release the hands. This time, your left leg will go long. So your right knee bends, right palm outside your right hips. Shift your weight forward onto your right shin. And then again, just let the head be heavy. So it's a practice of noticing what feels like it needs some extra breath. And then a big circle with arm. And then in the opposite direction. Your seat back down to the mat. Let's get rid of the prop and come to face the top of your mat. Soles of feet on the earth. And this one's called an altar pose. So soles of feet on the earth, hands come behind you. Loop the shoulders into the back of the heart. So the heart is lifted right away. As you breathe in, press your hips up in line with your knees. As you exhale, if it's okay on your neck, let your head fall back. Breathe out your mouth. Sink your seat to the earth. Boat pose. Hands come behind the thighs to start, and then you'll lift your heels up off the mat. So notice if your shoulders are rounding, and then if they are, intentionally pull the heart forward. So shoulder blades hug into the back of the heart, and then notice if you're gripping your jaw and let that go, because your jaw can't do this pose. So soften your face. Find spacious and full fluid breath. If you're feeling really stable here and your heart stays lifted, you can open the arms. And you can check it out. You can try to go there, but really notice if your shoulders cave in or your spine rounds, and then just return the hands. One more breath in. As you breathe out, cross your shins, come forward onto all fours. Close the eyes for a moment here. Just take a round of cat and cow, dropping the belly, lifting the hearts. Pressing the earth away for cat pose. And then you can make your movements a little bit bigger. So this is really just a checking in with breath and body. Paying attention to how your body feels right now, right today, in this moment. Walk your left palm more toward the center. Sweep your right arm to the sky. As you exhale, thread your right forearm behind your left. Stay with me. We're going to come right back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we find this little pulse here. One more time. Breathe in. Stretch long. And this time we'll settle in for thread the needle. So we're just beginning to warm the body. Anywhere for your left arm. So you might crawl it forward, or you can sweep the left arm up, bend the elbow, and let it come behind your back for a half bind. Where can you breathe fully? One more breath. And then you'll release the left hand. Use the left hand to sweep the right arm to the sky. And then exhale, place it down. We'll come right over to the other side. Sweep your left arm high on an inhale. As you exhale, carve underneath. We'll pulse 3 times. So breath and movement. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, get low. Open your ears, listen to the sound of your breath. This time we'll settle in. And just because the body stops moving doesn't mean the breath stops. So find a place for your right arm to support you, whether you stretch it forward or sweep it up. Bend the elbow, find the half bind. The breath is smooth and full. Inhale, use the right fingers, right palm to sweep your left arm to the sky again. And then exhale, come back to all fours. Walk the hands forward, just about a hand print, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Shake the head out a little bit here. And then bend your right knee, stretch your left heel down to the earth. Hands are very active into your mat. And then switch sides. Right heel drops, left knee bends. Inhale, lift both heels and shift all two of your heels over to your left. So see if you can press weight even through both palms. And then let's start to bend the knees here. So you're kind of on the edge of both of your feet. Sweep your right arm to the sky and see if you can splay your knees apart. Really press through the left finger pads. One more time, breathe in. As you breathe out, downward facing dog. Let's take a full breath here, in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale, lift the heels. Over to the right they go, your toes point to the left. Take a moment to even out the shoulders and armpits here. So you're pressing equal weight. Pay attention to the left palm. And then we'll bend the knees and sweep the left palm open to the sky. So it's like a side plank variation. Really press through the whole right hand. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, left palm comes back to the earth. Downward facing dog. So let this be your home base. Find a place for the neck to get soft, the head to hang, full breath in. As you breathe out, bend the knees and start to walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Let's press right into the shins so we get a true halfway lift. And then as you exhale, soften your knees and fold. Again, just like that, breathe in, grow long. Exhale, fold. With a flat back and wide arms, let's come all the way up to stand. Breathe in, let your gaze lift. And then exhale, chair pose. Check in to see that you can see your toes. And then notice if your shoulders are creeping up to your ears and let them drop back down. You can even let the arms come a little bit wider if that's helpful for you. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, prayer your hands at your heart. Another inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to revolve your left elbow outside your right thigh. And then check in with your knees because one of them likes to sneak forward. And you're going for evenness. See if you can sink your seat down a little bit lower. Breathing deep. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, palms at the heart. So you'll notice that when you twist, it's harder to breathe. Just like in real life, when situations feel a little twisted up, right, the breath gets short. Utkatasana. And so that's the practice. Hands at the heart, breathe in. Exhale, revolve. This time, right elbow outside the left thigh. Check in with the knees, and then see if you can wrap the left shoulder more into the back of the heart. And because this is difficult, I have to pay more attention to my breath. So it's intentional breathing. Inhale up through center, all the way up. Let the heart lift, let the gaze lift. Prayer the hands at the heart. Inhale, sweep wide. Exhale, let's bow all the way forward. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Step your right foot back as you breathe out. Walk your right palm off the mat to the right a little bit to stretch your left arm to the sky. So we're taking a nice wide open twist here. You can even let the head lean back a little bit. Stay just like this, or you've got the option to drop the back knee and bending your right heel toward your seat. You can search for the foot back there somewhere. If you found your foot, bring your hips and seat back up to your heel and then see if you can take that whole thing with you as you open into your right quad. Still opening the heart to the sky. The breath is super full. One more time, breathe in. And then breathe out, let it go. No slingshots as you release. Lift the back knee just for a breath in, and then plank pose this time as you breathe out. So shoulders right above your wrists. And then see if you can dome the back of the heart a little bit more. The belly will ignite. As you inhale, shift forward just an inch onto your toes, and then exhale back to the balls of your feet. 3 more times like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last time. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale all the way down to the belly. A baby cobra. So just a baby. Loop the shoulders, press the tops of the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, come back down. Let's tent the fingers wide off of the mat. Let the elbows point up toward the sky. A wide-armed cobra. As you breathe in, lift from the back of the heart, back of the neck, and then lift your gaze. As you exhale, dip your right shoulder and look over to the left. So this is really clearing for the chest. Breathe in, come back through center. A nice opening for the heart. On your exhale. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, child's pose. Shift the hips back to the heels. Yeah, and you might even begin to feel a little congested here because we're literally wringing out what we don't need. We're getting rid of the toxins through all fours to downward facing dog. And then connect back in with your breath. Inhale. Anchor your breath into your body. When you inhale again, send your right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose, so feel a little cat spine here. Inhale, stretch, grow long. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time like that. Breathe in and stretch. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your left foot forward between your thumbs just for a breath. Right arm to the sky, open, twist. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, wide, arms all the way up and up. Exhale, close your eyes. Let the breath descend your energy. Inhale, all the way up we go. And the breath takes you all the way back down. Let the belly hug in to fold you all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Left foot steps back, exhale. This time the left palm will come off the left edge of the mat so you get a lot of space to breathe the right arm right up to the sky. Let the head slide back and longer toward the top of your mat. And then you've got the option to drop the back knee. Bending the left knee, foot is somewhere back there. If you find it, begin to shift the hips back to the heel and then see if in one piece you can take the whole shape with you. And then re-peel the heart open to the sky. Are you breathing? One more full round of breath. And then exhale, release. Let your hands come to frame your front foot. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose. Let it out your mouth. Plank pose, roll yourself forward. Shoulders over your wrists. And then notice if your head falls off your body and see if you can put it back on. And then take a look at your hands. Bring your right elbow where your right palm was, left elbow where your left palm was, forearm plank. And then, again, puff the back of the heart, let the belly hug up and in. Press your inner wrists into the mat so your hands are super alive here. Dolphin pose. Start to lift your hips. The gaze comes back toward your toes and you'll start to walk your feet in toward your elbows. So remember, the fullest expression of any posture for you is where you can breathe fully. So if you walk it too far and you notice the breath is not happening, you know what to do. Full breath in, smooth breath out. Forearm plank, start to walk it back out. Imagine you can send the heart forward through the frame of the shoulders here. Again, the tip of your head, the tips of your ears lengthen. One more time, breathe in. And then let the pelvis lower for Sphinx pose. So here, you want your shoulders right above your elbows or the elbows slightly forward of the shoulders. And this one, you can just kind of hang out, or you can really arrive. So intentional, right? Hands press into the earth. You're dragging the heart forward. And you can feel the breath. It's nice, healthy compression here for the low back and some opening for the little small muscles between the ribs, our intercostals. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, let the forehead lower all the way down. Another wide arm cobra, because this one feels so good. Breathe in and undulate the spine as you rise, gaze lifts last. We'll go to the left this time, dipping the left shoulder, looking to the right. Inhale, come back up. Over to the other side with your exhale. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, child's pose. Take the hips back. Full breath in and full breath out. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, downward facing dog. You can come through all fours or just press your way there. Let's inhale together through the nose, connected through your fingertips. Exhale out your mouth. Let the backs of the legs and the heels drip heavy to the earth. Send your left leg high as you breathe in. Knee to nose as you breathe out. Again, like that, breathe in and up. Exhale, curling in. We've got one more. Breathe in. With attention, knee to nose. And then step your left foot up between your hands. Just for a beat, breathe in. Spread your left arm to the sky. And then exhale, forward fold at the top of the mat. This time, let's shake the head a little bit, yes and no. Let the hands just hang, the arms, imagine they're made of lead, like the heaviest arms you've ever had. Just let the brain drain. Tent your left fingers underneath your nose, so they're ahead of your toes, but if your nose were to come right down to the mat, they'd land there. If you can't reach the earth, take your block under your left hand, bend your left knee, sweep your right arm open to the sky. So getting into a twist, but also getting into the hips. As you exhale, eagle your right arm behind your left, but you're still going to be in your fold. Soften your knees here. And then slowly come all the way up to stand. Inhale, let the elbows lift. As you exhale, use the belly to come all the way back down. Let your knees stay soft the whole time. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Let it go as you breathe out. Tent the right fingers, center of the mat, bend your right knee, peel your left arm open to the sky. Exhale, eagling, left arm underneath the right. Soft knees, roll yourself up. So really nice opening for the spine, the back of the heart. We hold a lot of tension there. Breathe in. And then use the belly as you breathe out. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Plank pose as you breathe out. Step the feet back. Take an inhale. And then exhale, drop the knees, child's pose. Let the hands sweep back, again, by the outer ankles. Just let the sides of the neck breathe. You can rock a little bit from side to side. Breathe deeply. Then come up to sit on your heels. Let's just shift the feet forward. So come to one side to swing the legs around. And if you need to shake the legs out at all, just let it go, let it go. From here, let's bend into the left knee. The right leg will stay long. So we started in a position similar to this. Right leg is coming right out of the hip socket. So it's forward, not open a little bit. Breathe in and sweep the arms up. Soften your shoulders. As you exhale, you'll fold forward over your right leg, but there's a little micro twist to the right. So maybe your left hand can come all the way to the outside of your right foot, shin, or even knee. Breathe in, grow long, and then exhale. If you have a little more to go, let yourself bow down. Every time you breathe in, feel the spine get long. And as you breathe out, wrap your left ribs toward your right thigh. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, come back up to stand. Not to stand, to sit. And then altar pose. Hands and feet on the mat, fingertips face in toward your booty. Wrap the shoulders into the back. Breathe in, lift the hips. Lion's breath out the mouth. Ha. Sink the hips down. Stretching the left leg long, bending your right knee. Same thing, other side. So feeling your sit bones, and then from that base, stretching up long. Start to lean forward on your exhale, and then there's that little baby twist to the left. Use the left hand to support you. Right hand to the outer left foot or ankle. Take another breath in, grow long. And then exhale, bow. So length on your inhale. Softening on your exhale. One more time, breathe in. And let it go. Come back up to sit. Another altar pose. So the lion's breath seems silly and feels weird, but it actually is detoxing. Breathe in, lift your hips up. Stick out your tongue, you can make a little noise. Ha, let it go. Sink down, bring the soles of the feet to meet for Baddha Konasana. So let the heels come in close to the body. I like to bring my hands to the fronts of my shins. So I press into the shins to remind my shoulders to roll back. Take a moment there, just seated upright in that nice long spine, giving the body space to breathe. And then begin to stretch your heart forward. And then another breath in, so your spine is still long. And then as you exhale, you can begin to bow. It's nice to let your third eye, your forehead, rest on something here. So I like to stack my fists and let the forehead rest. You can use a block or 3, because take what you need. With the third eye connected to something, it's very soothing as we start to wind down our practice. Maintain fluidity in the breath. So our twists are really purifying. We begin to build that heat in the body to literally burn away the areas of the physical body that feel stuck. We burn through them with our attention to the physical posture, but also the breath. And the practice of breathing in those really sticky situations, on our mat, or driving on the highway, are just reminders of the awesome tool that is our breath. We've got it all the time. Breathe in. Breathe out. And start to walk your hands, arms long again. One more forward fold, stretching the legs long. Paschimottanasana. So see that the toes are alive, the legs are active. Stretch the arms up and overhead. Stretching the spine long, heart long. Stretch forward, pause when you can't go any further. And then exhale, bow. And if your shape looks a lot different than mine, awesome, because we're not all supposed to be the same. So breathe into what you've got going on. And then let it go. Brand new, fresh breath in. And empty all the exhale out. So you really create space to invite something new. Just one more full breath. And then begin to let the heart, spine lift. Let's come all the way onto our backs. Hug your knees into your chest when you arrive. Rock a little from side to side, just to feel what's going on. And then a full body stretch, nice and long. Toes to fingertips, like a Sunday morning wake up. And then let your soles of feet come to the earth. Stretch the fingertips long to make sure you can touch your heels. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just a simple bridge pose. Press into your feet to lift your hips. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly feel the spine as you come back down to the mat. Just one more like that. So we're not even reaching the hips to full capacity here. We're just really undulating the spine. A reminder to slow the heck down, right? You can walk the feet out a tiny bit wider and let both of your knees drop over to the right. Let the arms just open up like a goal post. An easy spinal twist. Let both of your shoulders connect to the earth. Breathe in. As you breathe out, the knees come back through center, and we'll take it over to the other side. So pause for your breath in, and then a breath out. Let gravity do the work. So no gripping, no holding on. And if you feel like your hips are tight here with one of the knees hanging in space, bring your pillow or your blanket underneath it. On an exhale, let the knees come back through center. And then any little wiggles or stretches that you need before settling in for your final place of rest. And if you're wearing glasses, I suggest taking your glasses off because that signals to the body that it is time to rest. Right? And this is the most important part. Let the bones feel heavy and the breath be natural. Here is where your body and your mind are able to literally digest all of that great effort, that great training of the breath that you've just done. Allow yourself to hang out here, resting for 5 or 10 minutes. And then you'll ease your way back up to your seat. Take a moment to be still. A moment of pause before rushing off to the next item on your to-do list. Hands to your heart. Namaste. I hope you're feeling rejuvenated and a little more fluid in the body and also in the mind. Thank you so much for joining. Follow along with me on Instagram and check back here soon for more videos. Namaste.